This is DDS. We are your hosts, Blake Melton, Bradley Newberry, Matthew Parker. Well, he's got the day off. Bradley, what's good, man?
I think this college postseason's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, it has. You know, we were going to post a prediction show, but hey, life happened. We've been dealing with I had car issues, had kid issues. Kid's been sick, whatever. But we will react to it. Don't worry.
If anybody wants to hear, my picks were the Roadrunners in my best bet, Georgia to win the SEC title game, and Houston as my underdog plus 10.5 over Cincinnati. I think that they could sneak up later today and win. I believe it was 14-13 as of when we came up here to do this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
They're unofficial, but that's what I picked.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We will react to the college bowl games. Don't worry. Not bowl games, the conference championships. So no need to worry there. But so we got a pick show here, huh?
We do. Welcome everybody to the NFL pick show. Parker has sent me Parker's picks. So everyone out there that trusts in Parker, don't you worry.
Oh, that was an iPhone. Don't worry. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. That's an iPhone. Don't you worry. We got a little review maybe coming up here soon. But hey, before we get started, though, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and mash that like button, hit the notification bell, and let's get going here, guys.
Well, we traditionally start with the hometown Tennessee Titans, but they finally get a much-needed bye week, Blake.
Hallelujah. I mean, there's not a team in the NFL that needs a bye worse than the Titans right now. So hopefully we can start getting some of these guys off of IR and getting some folks healthy. So.
Resting this week, and you two would argue they might get a chance to rest again next week. But maybe we talk about next week.
Maybe.
When Urban Meyer, maybe I shouldn't assume that Urban Meyer is coming back from the West Coast.
Okay.
But when the Jacksonville Jaguars come to Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I said I hope he stays out west.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to ride that team plane.
That would be the worst thing that could happen to the Tennessee Titans for Urban Meyer to stay in Los Angeles.
Uh-oh.
I'm serious.
Interim coach.
Yeah.
Light a fire.
Charlie Strong. Just saying. It's the worst thing that could happen.
So with there being no Titans game to pick this week, we're going to go to the Jags. Unfortunately, they have to go out west.
Yeah.
And I've said it on this show before, they simply don't win out west.
A lot of teams don't when they make that big, long trip. It's a hard trip for anybody.
But even when they were good
in
the late 90s and the early 2000s.
I mean,
that's sad to say. That's when they were consistently good. They've had the 2007 run. They had the 2017 run.
Yeah. It's every 10 years.
They like the sevens. Apparently.
Yeah.
But
97, 2007.
Yeah. This week that they find themselves 2-9 at the 7-4 Rams, and Blake, the Rams have lost 3 straight as well.
Yeah. A lot of people have been wondering what's up with the Rams.
I've been saying Stafford, and apparently he's injured, but
it's funny how people don't play well, and then all of a sudden you find out they're not that they're playing injured, right? It's kind of convenient for me. I don't know. I'm a Stafford guy, but I just find it ironic that he wasn't playing as well as everybody had hoped, and now all of a sudden it comes out that he's had a sore elbow, bad back, all this other stuff, and it's like, good grief, guys. I don't know. It's hard to blame all of it on bad quarterback play.
No, but one thing that during my study this week is I believe that they're throwing the ball way more than they want to. This Stafford, I believe, would be helped with a run game. Cam Akers was one of the ones that we mentioned, one of those preseason injuries and out. I know they're trying to run the ball a little bit with Henderson, but I think it's hurting them.
Stafford is not like a spring chicken.
No, he's in the pocket. He wants to read.
So it's like, why would you not try to find him a running back that could just take a little bit of attention off of him? I mean, as we've said, that's the whole reason Ryan Tannehill did so well while he was on his little statistical run over the last couple of years, is because he's had a really, probably arguably the best running back in the NFL. So, I mean, good running backs make good quarterbacks. So, I mean, and having those two things figure out really kind of makes your whole team better. So, it is interesting, kind of the mix that they do, but I don't know. You showed me a picture of Jalen Ramsey with some mariachi clothing on.
Yeah, they may not be totally focused for this week.
I was telling them, I think that they're already deciding what kind of food they're going to go eat after the game. They may not be focused, but
all the Rams have to do is make one quick phone call to Bill's Mafia and see how well that worked for them.
Wow.
I mean, the Jaguars snuck up and beat them.
Wow.
When they were not even supposed to be in that game.
Yeah, but is the talent disparity now the other
it
thing
was
is,
with the Bills too.
Well, but I'm going down my list. The talent disparity, and now they got to go to the West Coast.
On the West Coast
is it too much to overcome? I mean, it's so hard to go all the way out there and play. It really is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that it really matters. I think the Jaguars are just so overwhelmingly outmatched.
I don't know how this is happening, but I got a live text from Parker.
Oh, boy.
He must be listening in somehow, some way.
Oh, boy.
He says, I have a crazy stat.
Oh, no.
The Jaguars have scored 11 points per game over the last 5 games. In that same amount of time, the Rams are averaging 26 points per game. I don't know how he's
no offense. So that's no offense, man. How are you going to... You can't score 11 points on average.
Well, let's talk about it. Since we don't have the Titans to talk about.
Yeah.
It's one of my keys of this matchup.
How do you feel about that secondary?
The Rams defense versus the Jags offense. It's a big mismatch.
Yeah.
It's heavily weighed favor of the Rams defense.
But then when you get over onto the offensive side, how you feel about your offense versus their defense?
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. And I don't like it.
Well, that's my thing.
A huge mismatch.
That's what I'm saying. They're just so overwhelmingly overmatched.
It's at every level. I mean, you start with Aaron Donald with the defensive line. He's going to be up against Ben Barch, one of our plug-and-play guards. Mm-hmm. He's going to do whatever he wants. And even if he wants to slip outside, he's going to be matched up against Jawan Taylor, who's been giving up.
I think they're going to let Aaron Donald play cornerback. That's how bad this game's going to get. But they're going to let Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey switch.
So Jalen Ramsey, yes. I mean, that is the back end that everyone, of course, is concerned about. But I will just say this, having watched Jalen Ramsey over the years, if he gets beat for 1 touchdown, don't be surprised if he comes out with a back injury and doesn't want to play the rest of the game.
He seems to have that tendency, right? Something doesn't go his way.
There will be an excuse.
Yep, there's always something. There's always something.
If Trevor Lawrence hits him with a double move for a touchdown, that back will be hurting.
A double move on Jalen.
But who's going to run the route?
I don't know. I mean
is it going to be old man Marvin Jones?
I was going to say Chenault's not really known for his shiftiness.
It won't be. So he's the bubble screen guy.
Exactly. He's just going to be kind of just turning there waiting for the ball.
He'll just try to run over Ramsey.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going to run the route, man. So, yeah, my keys were Rams defensive line versus the Jaguars offensive line. Advantage Rams.
Yeah, I mean, does Urban Meyer have any idea what the game plan is, or is he just busy playing CEO?
I think it may just be like we heard last week. I think he's just playing CEO, and he's, delegated all these tasks to his other 39 other coaches, and he doesn't know.
Yeah.
The Rams secondary versus the Jaguars secondary. I mean, which of these two is going to step up? I mean, we know about Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I mean, but the other thing is are the Jaguars going to throw the ball into the secondary?
They're going to have to. But you and Parker have shown they don't like to throw the ball beyond 10 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
will they have time to? I don't know. I don't have any confidence.
It really doesn't seem like they will, but I mean... it just seems like if you want any chance to win, I think that, of course, to your point, who are they throwing the ball to? Do they have a deep threat?
Right now, they don't.
That's a problem.
They had Chark go out early in the year. They had the makeshift wide receiver with Jamal Agnew, who was just a punt returner. Right? That was it. And LaVisca is not fast. Marvin Jones is old. They've signed just random people off the streets. They don't know all the playbooks.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, go.
Man, I just caught a squirrel just now whenever you said old man. Did you see who the Seahawks signed?
It was old Sleepy Pete.
I mean, my God.
And I think he's going to be active. Sleepy Pete.
Oh, sorry, guys. I got off.
He'll be good for 6 carries.
Sorry.
But I'd like to see some Robinson this week. He's still dealing with his foot and his heel little injury thing. But did you know that the most carries he's had this year in a game was only 18? If you're going to be a bell cow on a team, you got to be in the 20s at least.
Well, I mean, this team in particular, it's like
with a rookie quarterback,
you need to be carrying the ball 25, 30 times a game.
18 is the most. Remember, week 1, he only had 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most games he's had less than 15.
He averages 5.1 per rush. What's wrong with that? Nothing.
Urban's not impressed. Not impressed, coach.
I mean, the Rams, they only allowed 3 yards per rush against the Packers, and they lost to the Packers. So you're not going to be able to run the ball at will here, which is the safest play in the playbook is the run game. But
I just don't.
They're going to stuff them.
I mean, they're going to try this little spread thing that they always do. A lot of bubble screens, a lot of read option. They're going to put Trevor in danger. And I mean, I'm just hoping to God that Aaron Donald doesn't come up and just pop Trevor Lawrence one good time.
He will.
Out of the game.
He will abuse my lineman though.
But my point is though is that Trevor Lawrence keeps getting put in harm's way, and this offensive scheme that they're running is just not designed for grown men to run because they're going to get hit by grown men.
You ready to pick it?
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are going to be.
I don't think I'm hiding anything here, but yeah.
Parker's picks. The Rams.
Yep. I'm going Rams as well. I don't think this one's even close.
My final stats. Stafford, his health is in question here. The Rams, are they looking ahead? Are they not focused? Stafford, in the last 3 games, has 5 touchdowns and 5 picks. Am I brave enough to say it? No, I'm not. The Jaguars playing out west are 3-14 all time. The last time they won out west was in 2018 against the then Oakland Raiders. I'm going LA Rams 31-13.
I think that's a pretty good score.
Not even close.
I think it's a pretty good score, actually. I think you're giving your team a little bit of credit there with 13, but it's not bad.
And I kind of hope that it's early. Honestly, I hope it's 3-0 Jags and then 3-3 tie. And then I want to see that touchdown where Ramsey goes out. Because that'll give me all the fun I need in that game. And then let the Rams
Then it's
win.
like, all right, y'all can kick my ass now. Y'all can,
How fun will that be?
That'd be great. You'd be lighting up Twitter.
Yeah, I don't
You'd be
get
like,
the
look,
win.
I told y'all.
I don't get the win, but I get the Ramsey cry. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Our game of the week finds us looking at New England at Buffalo. This is Monday Night Football. And Blake, all of a sudden, the New England Patriots are in first place and leading the AFC East. The Bills find themselves behind the Patriots again. And it's not Tom Brady.
Nope.
It's the rookie.
It's Mac Jones. Mac attack. Man, you know, I got a front row seat to watch, figuratively, not literally, to watch Mac Jones against the Titans last week. So the kid, he just doesn't make any bad, terrible decisions. He doesn't do that much to hurt the team ever. which is what you want out of a rookie quarterback. It's what you want out of a quarterback in general. You just want him to manage the game. You don't want him to do anything to hurt the team. He makes pretty good reads. I will say the one thing that does concern me going into this game is I saw quite a few overthrows down the middle of the field against the Titans. He actually missed a couple wide open touchdowns. Like he threw it to a wide open receiver and just missed him.
Too excited.
Just airmailed him.
Put a little too much.
He's still got a little bit of that rookie, oh my God, when he throws it. But he's played well this year. Right now the line's sitting at -3 for Buffalo.
Yeah, it's been fluctuating between 2.5, 2, 3.
That kind of surprises
That's
me.
just the home field.
It has to be, right?
So it's basically
a pick 'em.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough matchup. I mean, Josh Allen, obviously, there's no denying his talent. But golly, just no run game whatsoever. And with the Patriots defense being what it is, it's like,
they weren't going to run anyway.
Yeah, I mean, now you're just telling them to sit back and be ball hawks, which is what they love to do already.
So I was going to bring up a point about Bills Mafia and the run game or lack thereof. You've got Daryl Singletary. Mm-hmm. You've got a healthy scratch with Zach Moss. They're not even playing him anymore. And now they're starting to implement Matt Breida. I mean, their run game is Josh Allen.
Yeah,
let's
really
not get anything wrong or twisted. Josh Allen is the run game for the
read
Bills.
1, read 2, run. That's what they do. That's the extent of him running, or just a draw. They'll do outright draws.
You're going to have to just be content with Trubisky then, if you're going to run him as the running back.
Yeah,
because it's going to happen at some point.
You can't be just big, young, and strong forever. Eventually, you're going to run up against somebody in the NFL that's bigger and stronger. So.
But I mean, like America knows. I think most of the household names are with the Bills side. Mm-hmm. I think that's where you kind of get this line at 3, giving the home team the full 3. But look, Vegas and all these betting outlets are not looking to give out money to the public.
No.
So they're putting these lines of where they can think they can get bets to come in. And I think if this game was, call it the AFC Championship being played in Nashville or Atlanta or just some neutral, it's going to be straight up pick. I don't think there would be a line. It would
be. But I think I'm ready to make a pick.
Dude, Parker's got his in.
I think that New England's defense, particularly in the secondary, is going to be too much. I think there's going to be some mistakes made by Josh Allen. I think they're going to scheme up some stuff on that defense. And they're going to Mac Jones is going to keep being Mac Jones. He's just going to manage the game. He's going to play within the system like he's been doing all year. And I think that they're going to end up pulling this one out. I think this is a 21-17 New England win right here.
Parker's picks. His official pick is he's siding with the home team. Okay. He's going Buffalo Bills to outright win. I'm going to side with, I think the key to this game is can New England, I think they'll do a pretty good job on Diggs. Mm-hmm. The key will be, can you stop consistently Knox, their tight end, and don't let Cole Beasley beat you, for goodness sakes.
Oh, God.
He always seems to just show up. He's like a gnat. He won't go away. Can you stop Knox? Can you stop Beasley? I'm going Buffalo 30-24.
All right. I'm the lone Patriot.
Yep.
All right.
It is underdog time. We have to somehow identify teams that may win outright that aren't expected to win. And I'll tell you guys, it's tough in the NFL to find these.
Yeah, it really is. And honestly, I don't have any that I feel extremely I mean, that New England game is about as strong I could feel about an underdog, honestly. Just because, I mean, it's pretty much a pick'em game, isn't it? So
and as you've already heard, no one's touching the Jags.
No one's touching that. And honestly, none of these other games really move me.
I mean, I could take some with the point spread, but to just a straight up win.
I mean, I feel like the 49ers going to the Seahawks. I don't think the Seahawks have got the juice. I mean, you think about that. They're at their stadium, and they're 3.5.
Yeah, I'd rather, like in that game, I'd rather take the points. I don't want to bet Seattle in the money line to straight up win.
I think that's probably a wise move there.
Did you find one? Oh, hold on.
Did.
Here,
I'll go first.
I'll go ahead and tell you what Parker's is.
Yeah, go for it.
So Parker picks. He went to Cincinnati in this game. The 6-5 LA, San Diego, LA Chargers are visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. 7-4 Cincinnati Bengals. He says not only give him 3 points in the Chargers, but he believes that the Chargers will win straight up. Herbert starting to heat up. Austin Eckler's heating up. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Then go anywhere. Put your money on the Chargers, Parker says.
Okay.
Just to be out there in left field, you know what? I'm going to go with a home team this week.
Okay.
Both of these teams wear green. One of them has a quarterback with a bum ankle. Mr. Hurts is hurting.
My ankle hurt, Coach. My ankle hurt.
I'm going with the Jets. Jets. It's a straight up win over Philly.
All right. Well, I mean, seriously, like we said, I didn't really feel very strongly about any of these games. So honestly, this is a little bit of a silly pick. This is not a very good pick, but I think it'd just be freaking hilarious if it did happen. Mr. Wentz.
Oh, no.
Is being welcomed to Houston.
Oh, no.
And I cannot stand Carson Wentz. And Tyrod Taylor.
He might run around.
He's not having a terrible year individually. I think it's just going to be an interesting thing if that happens. I think I should put about $20 on this. I'd probably make some money because right now Indy's going in there 10-point favorites. So this is a silly.
What's the money line say? Plus what?
350.
So that means they'd pay you $35 on 10. So if you bet 20 on the money line, that'd be $70 victory. Blake says take the money line.
No, I don't have a feeling, but I think this would be great. This would just be absolutely great if the Texans beat the Colts. So That's what I'm going with. I'm going Texans. Go down. You know what? Carson, come on down to Houston. They're going to feed you some Tex-Mex, and they're going to shove it right up your ass, buddy.
All right.
Go back to Indy and walk across your sky bridges all around the city.
Oof. Best bet time where we would maybe lay $1 or $2 on the game. Parker's picks. Listen up. He's picking on Brandon's Las Vegas Raiders. He's looking at the matchup of 5-6 Washington football team at the 6-5 Raiders. He doesn't believe that the Raiders can stop this two-headed monster with Gibson and the other guy. As Urban Meyer would call him. The other guy that went off on a stretcher who does everything. But he said, give me Washington +2. This is another one where he said he could have used this one as his underdog pick too. I think you might be leaning towards picking on Parker's game, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this Cincinnati and the Chargers game. I just love me some Joey football. What can I say? I think this is a chance for a statement game. Two young quarterbacks going against each other. It's in Cincinnati, which is a big deal for the Bengals. I mean, golly, I've been impressed actually listening to the crowd there. Golly, they're fired up right now. There's nothing that I would love more than to see Joe Burrow go out there and just absolutely hang a big number on these guys. I think this is, like I said, this is an opportunity for Joe Burrow to go out there and really make a statement. I think they easily cover this 3.
All right. Cincinnati -3. And I'm going to go to the game kind of piggybacking off of what I saw last week with the Atlanta Falcons versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This week, the Falcons find themselves as a 10-point underdog against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Can the Tampa Bay Bucks figure out how to stop Patterson? Will they have Ridley back? Can they stop Gage? What about the rookie? Does Tampa have the defense to stop any of that? Plus, they're giving up 10 points. The answer is yes. Sorry, Falcons. You just won your Super Bowl against the Jags, and Tampa Bay wins 41-13. I think it's a beatdown. Leonard Fournette. Lenny. Tom Brady.
Not the playoffs yet, Lenny.
Give me Tampa Bay -10.
All right, Tommy. You picking Tommy.
Take the greatest of all time.
Golly.
Laying 10 points.
Whatever. Come on now. Let's go, Joey. Let's go, Tyrod. Come on. That's all I'm saying.
This is a tough week. I'm not feeling
is.
it. I'm not going to tell you to go out there and bet with us.
Yeah, this is a tough week to pick, honestly. But yeah, it's all right though. Still a good weekend. It's always a good weekend when there's football.
I hope to see Ramsey cry. I want to see. I don't expect to win.
You also hope to see Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer's
sitting on the tarmac.
Urban Meyer's always got his head down. Like life is crashing around him. Because you got no control, man. I know you didn't want to. You don't want to come across as the dictator. But maybe you're just a...
How did my dictate?
I'm just saying, just stay out west. Don't even get back on the plane, man.
There you go. You heard it from the
Do
Jaguars
everybody
fan.
a favor.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining us on this, our NFL Pick Show. Be sure to join us on Twitter at DDS Sports Talk. Let's try that again. At DDS Sports Talk. Leave us a comment there. Follow us for all kinds of fun little shenanigans. And if you want to stir Parker, if you get something stirred up, Parker will respond. I promise you. But yeah, go ahead and check us out there. And like I said before, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell for all that good stuff. Any parting thoughts, sir? Just have your stats ready if you want to come at Parker. Jeez, I'll be there with my popcorn and my beer. Two-tone blue. Would it be a Yazoo? All the way. It will be a Harvest Hellas. Two-tone blue all the way. You guys be well.